Do you hear that? We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Let me get my notes out. Hey folks, Eric here from DirtyLittleSneakers.com, and today I want to talk to you about the New Balance FuelCell TC. So we're in a period of the carbon plated shoe, and New Balance entered the market with the FuelCell 5280, which I reviewed a couple of weeks ago, and they introduced that last September at the 5th Avenue Mile, which made sense because it was a shoe specifically for milers. Now this one is the FuelCell TC, which is training and competition. Now this shoe was launched in February, and it's not just for the mile. I got these in, and just for the record, I got these in last week. Just for the record, I did pay for them myself, so the money was my hard-earned cash, and this is going to be a fully unbiased review of the shoe. Now I am planning to take these through the paces, but I just want to get through the basics first. The TCs come in as a neutral shoe, and they're super light, which is the watchword when we're talking about the carbon plated shoes. And the engineered upper is really compliant and comfortable, and the shoe itself comes with the New Balance signature larger toe box. Now for the midsole, it comes with the same midsole material that the 5280s are made of, and that is the FuelCell midsole. Difference here being the midsole stack. This comes in at 30 millimeters in the heel down to 10 millimeters in the forefoot. That's what I kept reading all over the web. Now I don't have my calipers with me, so according to almost everybody except for New Balance, this is a 10 millimeter drop. According to New Balance, it goes from 30 millimeters to 22 millimeters, which would make it an 8 millimeter drop. Again, I don't have my calipers with me, so I can't tell. I can only go with the majority of what's being said on the web, and that is that they are 10 millimeters. Now, as with the carbon plated shoes, this one does have a carbon plate that goes from the heel all the way to the midfoot. So it's going to be a spring-like action for you combined with the FuelCell midsole. As a side note, New Balance was racing the clock to get the FuelCell RC racing competition out on the market, to have it be available to the public the required 3 months before competition here being the Olympics. But with COVID-19, all marketing and R&D is out the window, so there is no launch date yet for the racing competition, but the TC is still available on the New Balance website. Now the outsole on this shoe is made from blown rubber, and is a really interesting choice for New Balance to use. A lot of reviews that I saw on the web said that these were bottom heavy, that this sort of solid without a lot of cuts outsole made it bottom heavy. I got to take them out and see if that's what I feel. I have a hard time believing that that's the case. Anyway, that is a good transition for me to take these out and run them through their paces. I'm gonna take a few runs, get a feel for them, and I'm gonna come back and tell you what I think. So my initial reaction to these is, wow. I know this is gonna sound like marketing hype from New Balance, but when you're kicking, this is probably the most responsive shoe I've ever worn, and you can really feel sort of the spring-like action. Like, by no means am I fast. I've been running 930s, on an average, but even when I just kicked it down to 830s, the shoe actually felt better. It actually felt like it was responding more. So sort of like, sounds like marketing hype from New Balance, but the faster you go, the better the shoe responds. One of the things that I really think is cool about this, look, it shows you a little like hot foot pattern in there. I don't know, it's just something that I thought was kind of interesting about the insole. I mean, it's a nothing of an insole.
I expected that the soft feel in the midsole was going to make them feel mushy. Couldn't have been further from the truth. It felt springy, but not mushy in the least. I also worried that the outsole was going to feel stiff, and like I said earlier, that some folks have been calling the shoe bottom heavy. I didn't notice it at all. I mean, I just can't say enough good things about these kicks. I mean, I guess the worst thing that I can say about these is that they're hard to get your hands on. I stalked the New Balance website for months waiting for these to be available and in stock, and then in stock in my size. And I just got lucky one morning, but I went back the next day, and after I bought them just to look, and they were already sold out in almost every size. I love this shoe. I think it's phenomenal. I'm psyched to use it for speed work, and I can't wait to get back to racing so I can see how it feels during an actual race. So that's about it, folks. If you like this video, smash that like button below, get it up in the YouTube algorithm a little bit more. And if you like gear reviews, race reviews, or anything endurance sports related, I'm your guy. Please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell next to it so you get notified when I put new videos up just about every week or so. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.